So today, I'm gonna show you guys how to pin your crank. And if you're stressed out about it, don't be, because it's really easy. And I'll show you how to set it up and then how we actually did it. And also we're gonna run some LSA pulleys. So let's go. In your kit, you're gonna get a bolt, the little spacer, a little pin, and then a nice drill bit. So how you run it is, first thing you want to do is on your crank pulley, I'm just using this one as an example, it's not LSA. It has a little ridge on it. Put the ridge, lock it, kind of like helps lock it in there. And then you're gonna put your bolt through here, get it nice and snug. You don't gotta like crank on it too hard. And then basically you can just start drilling. Just go easy on it. You'll see how we did it. It just drills through it. But you're gonna wanna mock it up or space it out. You're gonna wanna put tape on your drill bit from the length of this. So you want to keep the drill bit flush and then add in your thing. So that's what I mean by that. So the tape is going to stop you from drilling too far in, and then you just slide the pin in, and the pin helps lock the crank and all that. So you'll see that what we did in the video. So you know this little crankshaft seal, we actually replaced that. You just have a little puller and it pulls it out. Because mine was all tore up. My old one, that thing was destroyed. So I got that one, got a new one in there. And then now, the goal would be to pin the crank, because that's going to be quite interesting. So I have this tool, I actually got two tools. And my water pump's in, so I'd rather get to work on that. We're just going to tap it on.
Put her on. Oh, run in there, dude. Alright, looks like that belt's going to line up right. Alright, so
Take it out.
take the bolt back out. God, here you go.
Just want it nice and snug.
Still gotta go a ways.
Good lord, man. I would say that is money, boys. I may have went a tad bit too far, but I think that's money. Whew. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped, boys. She's on there. What we got there? I don't know. I was stressing about this all day. Like, I was literally like stressed. But shout out to several people for reaching out and telling me to do this, because I wasn't going to do this. I was pretty scared, but we got her done. Yo, shout out to my boy Instant G Eater for basically walking me through all this. He said shove some little black RTV up in this hole. So that's what I'm about to do. He really like kind of walked me through it all, like told me, yeah, that looks good or whatever. So shout out to him, man. I'm just gonna shove a little bit in here. Right, go ahead. Got some blue Loctite. Alright, no going back now. Here's my water pump that came in. I got the brackets for it. That's what we're about to do now. So just knock all these bolts out. I think I gotta take those two hoses off. Water pump's off. It's gotta be the fastest water pump install you've seen. Cams are here. Might as well just freaking install that, but nah, we'll be here. We'll wait. Should be alright. But yeah, so I'm gonna hurry up and put this this new water pump on. Make sure you take your whole gaskets off. I got it all lined up. Just make sure your gaskets kind of hard to see. Make sure the holes go through the gaskets. I don't know if I'm showing it. I did 1 and 1. I put 1 in each. I put a screw through each gasket and then put it up here. Gave it some leverage, screwed it in, and she's about to tighten up. Right now, I'm running my pulleys, so we got all these bolts. These pulleys go on this bracket. I'll show you how that gets set up. And then right now I'm putting this one on here. So you gotta have that LSA water pump. This bracket, wow, I didn't know the wrench was on there. So this bracket kind of gets tied into the water pump just like that. And then it looks like your ground wires get ran down into this. This thing, this big one here, goes into here. So yeah, so I'm gonna run these and then show you guys how I ran them all. One thing I'm a little concerned about is the wire harness, but I think it gets tucked right in here. So it's hot too. It's hot, humid, way better than what it felt like when we were doing the E85 or that fuel pump. But I mean, we're getting her done, boys. All right, so I put my next shortest bolt in this one right here, or the next size, I guess the next size largest bolt. I put that in here. That extra long one, where'd it go? Goes through this pulley right here. So the really long one goes in this one. I guess it kind of does make sense. All right, so this is all kind of making sense. So the bracket goes on. You get 1, 2, 3 of those, the smallest screws get put into the water pump through this bracket. Your small pulley goes on the bottom, and this big one goes up top in this hole. So the tensioner, it gets shoved right back here in the back. To be honest, I mean, it's tight, but it's not like loosening with my hand. It just felt really weird, so I don't know if I screwed that up. And then this one is it's just a regular bolt I got off my old tensioner, so it's really tight. I'm pretty sure this is it. And so I just went ahead and tightened everything back down. But yeah, so it's, the bracket goes on, your little screws go in there, big pulley on top, small pulley on the bottom. The long screw goes through this hole right here into this bracket. The bracket gets wedged in there. You got to take your little ground out, make sure the ground comes out. And I put my new ground wires down inside there. And then this bolt, I put that bolt back in there, tighten that bracket down. So I'm pretty sure everything's good. So now we're gonna try to run these pulleys. I'm pretty hyped, boys. The bolts are on. I'll do a picture of the diagram of how you're supposed to run the belts. But this thing, all you do is you turn that with a 1/2-inch ratchet, and that gives you your space to turn it. But you also look at mine, so you just go around here, comes around this piece, goes down the big one, comes back up, goes around this small one, and this is your tensioner. You want to pull that way, and then you can wrap it around that. And then same thing with your other belt. I actually forgot to put my AC belt on, but I don't have AC anyway, so I don't think I really need that right now, but we'll see. But we are really close, man. So tomorrow I'll probably fool with the heat exchanger, see where I want to put that, see how that's supposed to go. I might have to get some brackets, knock those out, probably finish my fuel line, get the coil packs on, and then go over all my fittings on the fuel, make sure they're all tight, cranked up, make sure all this stuff's ready. This is like really, I'm pretty tired right now, but boys, we're in it. But it's late. I'm hearing things. Knuckles are busted. Look at this, boy. This is hard work, man. I really like. It's not that it's like once I do one thing, I'm like, oh, if I did that on somebody else's car, you know, I could knock it out for easy, or it's easier than the second time's way easier, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Figure out how I want to put the car in here, and then we'll be back tomorrow. So thanks for following the build.